Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. Adam Peller and Barry Peterson here with you. Bruins lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-1, your final. And in the pregame show, Barry, you had said, not sure what to expect tonight, based on how the season has gone.
I've been saying that for the last few games, unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, you're starting to know what to expect, because some of the play that we saw tonight, some of the struggles that the Bruins have had, some of the problems that they've had all season long are starting to become a game-to-game thing. A lot of things we talked about that went wrong in the third period against the Blues, we saw a lot of that throughout the game tonight.
Yes, we did, and it's, to your point, reoccurring themes, which is porous team defense. I don't know how many times listening to Judd and Brick talk and watching the replays, how many times the Bruins have numbers but have not eliminated anybody. How many times they back up and give up the blue line, reoccurring themes. Power play not coming through at crucial times. 2 shorties tonight. The power play, the Bruins were 1 for 6. They had 5 power play shots. They gave up 4 shorthanded shots and 2 goals. And some of the numbers, allowed the first goal in the last 5 games. Yep.
0 for 21 on the power play over the last 8 games. They snapped that power play streak tonight. But to your point, Barry, just talking about the defensive breakdowns, gaining entry into the zone just way too easily. Coverage lapses, just a number of different things culminating with just poor play defense.
Yeah, it really is. And there's a situation, all this scramble started when you had numbers back and you backed in. It's one thing to back in if you don't have numbers. But, boy, right here, it's 2-on-2. You got to go. You got 4 guys back. Now, all of a sudden, you got 4 guys backing in because you've given up the blue line, and Swayman's got to make a save. Here you go again. Stand up, take away ice. You don't, and they're going to get opportunities towards the net. So it's reoccurring themes, as you mentioned. And again, we're talking about the kind of the bedrock of this organization for the last 10 or 15 years has been built on team defense, structures and layers, and being difficult to play against. This, as we're watching these defensive lapses, this is not a team that's difficult to play against right now with the way they're going.
Yeah, the pillars of the Bruins' foundational success over the last few years, right? The defensively, goaltending, penalty kill, all of those things have struggled. And, in terms of, the power play, you said it, 5 power play shots on goal, 4 shorthanded shots on goal by the Blue Jackets tonight, converting on 2 shorthanded goals. Bruins now lead the league in shorthanded goals allowed with 4.
Yeah, that's a situation where you just have the opportunity to get back in the hockey game here. Yeah, you're down 1-0. Okay, you get the power play opportunity, and you don't have anything to show for it. And not only do you have anything to show for it, you let a shorthanded goal against you, you fall down 2-0. Right there, you had numbers back. Just too much stick checking, not eliminating guys. Olivier had 2 guys beside him, as we're going to see right here. This is a 2-on-2, no problem. Okay, well, now all of a sudden you crisscross. You've got to eliminate him immediately. You can't take him down the bottom side. You've got to go at him right away. You don't. Now you have 2 guys right there. Take him out. Now all of a sudden, Laurier, he can't go at him because he's got to defend what he thinks is kind of a 2-on-1. So he kind of slides back. But again, this was so crucial in the sense, as Brick talks about, that timeliness. You're only down 1-0. Now all of a sudden it's 3-1. You got a chance here. Laurier, being a young guy, has to realize that when you're the top guy on the umbrella, you can't give this away. You just can't.
And Barry, Jim Montgomery going with the second unit here to start the power play because they had scored a power play goal and they earned it.
They earned that opportunity.
And then again, it just when it's bad, it's bad.
Yep.
And you see the numbers right here.
Danforth gets the shorthanded there, and then the building begins to
Yeah, they headed for the exits.
Yep.
Most shorthanded goals allowed this season, the Bruins. Wow. With 4. Again, 2 going in. The Blue Jackets with 2 shorthanded goals tonight. And then, another issue, allowing goals late in the period. With just 31 seconds left. Again, another lapse defensively. James Van Riemsdyk able to extend the Blue Jackets lead to 3-0.
Yeah, you feel like right here, okay, if you can get out of this right now, with 2-0, you got a chance. But look, you got numbers back. You got 4. All of a sudden, one pass beats three guys. They put it on the net, and of course, Van Riemsdyk, who, as we have talked about, everybody else knows historically, he's made a living right there, man.
Right there, yep.
He was one of the best of his era to be playing right there. But the Bruins had possession in the neutral zone. Now, one pass beats two. You've got four guys back. You cannot give up that blue line. Now, one pass beats two across the top side. Now, all of a sudden, you're going in 3-0. The other thing, too, and we talked about it about a week ago, Adam, you and I, and whether we're with Razor or with Billy, with where this team is right now, you're going to need a goaltender to steal you a game, or maybe a first period steal it for you to get you started, to get some momentum. Elvis did that for his team, the first period, and in the second period, he was really, really good. Bruins had some quality looks, but he kind of stood on his head a little bit. The Bruins are going to need that on a regular basis for a while here until they find their game from their goaltender.
Yeah, and Jeremy Swayman, again, his last start was against Dallas. In Dallas, where he allowed a career-high 7 goals, allowing 5 goals tonight. So that's 12 goals allowed.
Yeah. So now again, I'm not saying that it's the goaltender's fault directly.
No, I know.
But there are times in the game where you need a big save,
sure. Mm-hmm.
Whether that's late in the period, whether that's the first minute or two of the period, like the last game. Mm-hmm. You can't allow goals right then.
Yeah, to your point, Elvis Merzlikins made a number of big saves, a lot of quality opportunities for the Bruins, especially in that first period. As you take a look at the worst in the NHL since October 19th, 1.86 goals per game right there. So, again, the Bruins, only scoring once. Tonight, scoring 2 goals.
So when you combine the 1.86 offensively with the poor defense that we're showing, you can't win with that combination.
Yeah, and that speaks to the goal differential that we've talked about overall, and especially in the third period. And how about these saves? Merzlikins tonight was just denying quality chance after quality chance here on the power play in the second period, just making one save after another for the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I thought in the second period was the Bruins' best period. I thought they showed a little more desperation and urgency there. I thought their power play, they were at least having some decent attempts. The Bruins outshot Columbus 10-4. They had some real good looks, and they had some good looks in the first period as well. Geeky hit the post, and McAvoy and Coyle and Frederick, I can remember, and Merkelov. They all had quality opportunities. But Elvis did what he's supposed to do. Make the big saves. Allow your team, again, Columbus is struggling coming in. They're mentally fragile as well. Any goal could kind of turn them either direction as well. He did his job tonight, and he really made key saves at key times.
Elvis was in the building.
That he was
tonight.
Friend.
Star of the game, presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new Subaru. As you take a look at the numbers, career against the Bruins, now 3-2-2 with a 2.38 and 930 save percentage. 29 saves for the Blue Jackets goaltender tonight as the Bruins fall short here in Game 2 of their 3-game homestand. 5-1 your final, and we have more to come on Bruins Overtime Live after the break. And when the fans were still here, they were not happy. Bruins, again, with a tough one at TD Garden. Andy Brickley's conversation with Jim Montgomery next. BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com.